All right, good afternoon, everybody. Today, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite herbs of all time. And this is Danielle over here. We're actually sitting across the room from each other, so we're hoping the feedback isn't a problem. But Danielle's going to be joining me in many of these courses, and pretty soon she might be following me around to make sure that all the things that I want to teach on are actually covered during a day, so we can actually increase the number of recordings that are completed every day. So back to this, but today, see, I did it again. The first video I do of every day, I feel a little awkward with. So if you guys can just give me a second, I'm going to get rid of that awkward feeling because I want to be here with you and I want to teach you about this. And I just feels creepy sometimes. So I'm going to talk to Danielle. This way it doesn't feel so creepy talking to my computer. Okay, so this is my favorite herb. This is Cuachalalate. And if you speak Spanish as your first language, that might not sound very good to you because my accent is pretty off. But a Cuachalalate is a Mexican tree bark. Here's what it looks like when you purchase it. And this week, Lena almost has won my herb of day giveaway. So she's going to get 5 herbs this week. And if you guys follow me, I'll be doing 5 different herbs a week, at least for the first 6 months. And I'll be giving away either the herb itself or a completed tincture. So, but let's get into this herb. Hopefully I've got this on screen share. Danielle, did that change for you? Awesome. Okay, so this is Cuachalalate. I'm not going to go through all of these other things. This link will be available at the bottom of this video. But Cuachalalate is a Mexican tree bark, and here's why I like it. I'm going to tell you what I've used it for, what I recommend people use. Oh, okay, I'm going to tell you what I use it for. I'm going to tell you what I've seen other people use it for, what it's traditionally used for, and why this needs to be in your cabinet ASAP. It's very inexpensive and you need to have this in your cabinet. So, okay, so what is this used for? So stomach problems, gastric ulcers. In Mexican traditional medicine, the tree bark is decocted and drunk, basically make a tea, as a tea for a myriad of health problems such as gastric ulcers, liver problems, blood purifier to treat kidney infections, to lower cholesterol, for gallstones, mouth ulcers, toothache, intermittent fevers, varicose veins, diabetes, against typhoid fever, malaria, and stomach cancer. Okay, the bark is macerated, which means to grind up, or to macerate is to almost like chew it up or grind it up or make it small. Okay, the bark is macerated in water, is drunk during the day for ulcers. For wounds, a tea is drunk, or the pulverized bark is applied to the skin. The white gum or resin of the tree is applied to the skin to treat boils and abscesses. The bark decoction is applied topically as a wash for skin problems or rashes in babies, for hair loss, for bites and stings of poisonous animals, and to aid in wound healing, intravaginally for infections. And this word right here you see is the pure I can't say it right now. So this right here is basically like a prickly, like little red spots is what it means. Fever, vaginal secretions, for displaced uterus, ladies that are learning to be midwives, and for coldness of the uterus. Okay, this plant is considered to be of a hot nature, kind of like cinnamon bark is, same kind of feel, but it doesn't taste spicy. This is where I geek out or nerd out on you. Okay, a study by evaluated anti-quorum sensing, a process of bacterial cell-to-cell communication that affects bacterial pathogenicity. Pathogenicity is a word you're going to want to know. A potential of anacardic acids mixtures isolated from Cuachalalate to prevent the onset of bacterial infections as an alternative option to antibiotic therapy. Okay, so what this is saying to you is it stops the bacterial cell communication. So it stops that growth. So you're going to hear me talk about, in the future, you're going to hear me talk about how I'm not sure I believe in bacteria and viruses being a problem. However, in this particular case, I have seen personally a an infusion, an oil infusion of Cuachalalate made and then into a salve or a paste applied to MRSA. And I've watched flesh-eating bacteria completely go away. I've watched MRSA completely go away in a very, very short period of time. Ladies, a salve or a tincture from this is also good in those private areas that tend to get bacteria because of a belly that flaps over. It helps with that as well. It's very good as a mouthwash. Go ahead. Oh, she's over here going, what? So here's one thing that you may not know. All cavities are bacterial based, all of them. Every single cavity is a very specific type of bacteria. So a mouthwash may be made with a tincture of Cuachalalate, maybe, can't say it would work, but maybe, could possibly impact bacterial levels in your mouth. Just saying, there's some research there to support that. It's important. I particularly recommend or suggest people try this tincture or this tea for things like UTIs, kidney infections, bladder infections, any of those things. I mean, and the studies have just been really, really clear. I also use it as a soak for men's genitalia. If a woman is getting reoccurring bladder infections, I encourage her, or bacterial vaginitis, I encourage her to use this as a tea to wash or soak her partner's genitalia, just to get the bacterial level down. I would also, if I was in this situation, I would use it for an immune response. You can see here a study evaluated the immune stimulant effect of the aqueous extract from Cuachalalate on immune cellular response. And so it's been proven to positive immune stimulant agent in lymphoma bearing mice, thus supporting its use in traditional medicine for a depressed immune system. So I don't know what a depressed immune system looks like, maybe fibromyalgia or lymphomas, maybe possibly HIV. Not that I'm saying it cures HIV, but I'm saying that these things have a response there. Okay, I have to be careful what I say. The world will come down on me if I say the wrong things. So here's a study evaluating the effects of Cuachalalate menthol extract, extract on the anti-inflammatory activity and the pharmacokinetics of dicyclophenac. These words drive me nuts. A non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, or NSAID. Okay, so what that's saying to you is it has impacted the anti-inflammatory activity. So the gastroprotective effect of the plant extract on the gastric injury induced by this medication was studied in rats, and the result of the study indicated that Cuachalalate extract protected the rat's gastric mucosa from the damage induced by this medication without altering either the anti-inflammatory activity or the pharmacokinetics of this drug. Okay, guys, this is huge. And this herb is it's sold in these little containers at the Mexican grocery store in almost every big city. You can buy it online on Amazon, or I will have an Etsy store open here very, very soon, and it'll be titled Heritage Midwife or Heritage Woman. And you'll be able to buy the tincture, and you'll be able to buy the actual dry herb itself. Anyway, I want you to continue to read this because I wanted to keep these modules kind of low or kind of small. But I want you to be focusing on inflammation, mucosal membranes, protecting mucosal membranes, and the urinary tract. So I use this one externally in my salve. As a matter of fact, if you ever see my Be Protected hand waterproofing salve, it's actually my primary ingredient in that. And I encourage you to look that up. Okay, here's another picture, another listing. I will be including this as well. Okay, there's another name for it, but don't ask me to say that because it's in Spanish. Tropical forests and flowers and blooms in July and August. Let's see if we can find some really good information here. Colitis, weight loss, cancer, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, dental care, skin, UV protection. Okay, this is the other thing I really forgot to mention earlier. Not only can Cuachalalate be used to treat external conditions, but it may prevent them as well. A patent created in 2010 reveals that Cuachalalate may also benefit the skin, protecting it from harmful UV radiation. Guys, this patent suggests that the plant's extracts can heal skin lesions by protecting them from the UV damage. Furthermore, plant extracts have cosmetic applications and can be used to protect the hair and the scalp from UV radiation as well. This patent reveals that Cuachalalate may be beneficial for preventing external damage to the human body. And the way that we do it is, I'll scroll up here so you can see a picture here. See this little piece of bark here? You take this piece of bark, 4 cups of water, put the bark in the 4 cups of water, and you boil the snot out of it. Like, you want to boil this thing for 15 minutes. After it turns into a rolling, bubbly boil, you want to set the timer for 15 minutes. And then you want to turn it off. Let that sit. That's your tea. That tea there, your doses would be, depending on what you had or what you were trying to accomplish with this, your doses or the amount that you would drink would be based on that. And I can't give doses because I can break a whole lot of laws and rules if I give doses. But what I take when I have a urinary tract infection is a half a cup twice a day. That's it. That's all there is. More or less, depending on the severity or what you're treating or the age of the individual. If the individual starts to drink it and they don't want it and their body is saying no, stop. Drinking this too regularly can cause yeast infections in the vagina or in the mouth, because again, it kills all bacteria, so it could kill beneficial bacteria as well. I've only had one client complain of a thrush in her mouth after being on this for about a week, or trying this for about a week. I personally have taken it for 3 weeks straight because I had a bacterial infection that was all over my face. Some of you might have remembered I touched some marijuana and it broke my skin out, and then a bacterial infection kind of settled in my chin and around my nose. And I had it for like 7 months and I could not get it to heal. Well, I started taking a little low dose. I think I was taking a 1/4 cup twice a day. And I think about day 8, I was completely resolved. I continued to take it for 3 weeks because I had other issues that seemed bacterial in my opinion. And those issues went away too. So I know I'm talking fast. Hopefully you guys can keep up. Anything you want to add to that, Danielle? Have I ever used it for you, or have I ever suggested you take it or try it? Recommended it? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, for I had a UTI and it wouldn't go away, and then yeah.
So we have to watch our wording because I keep saying recommended it or try it. So what I do here isn't treating you for something. What I do here is saying, you know what? You might want to research this, and if you choose to use it for yourself, then that's good. So I give recommendations for research, and then you either empowered to try it or not. But it's about growing your knowledge here. So this is more just for educational purposes only. Okay, so I need to kind of state that at the beginning and watch my language in the future. Because they'll be looking for any way possible to get rid of someone like me, because we're going to be really having an impact on the world. Okay, so anything else you want to say? Have you seen anybody or heard of anybody else using this besides me? No, I'm the only crazy person in your life.
Well, yes, but that's why I come to you, because I don't want to go to a traditional doctor. I don't want to be on medication. I don't want to be treating a secondary infection because I took an antibiotic to get rid of my UTI or whatever. So anyways, so yeah, you're the only crazy one.
No, I agree. Because, oh, you know what? When you talk, I need to mute me. I was trying to figure out how to do that. Hold on a second. Let me see. Okay, there we go. Now try talking again.
Am I muted? I was muted. There. Can you hear me now? I just turned the volume down on my laptop so that you couldn't hear you over here, and then there was no echo back and forth. So I just turned the volume down because I don't need it. I can hear you just fine anyways.
Okay, I'm turning my volume back on. Okay, so we're trying to figure this out, folks, so give us a little bit. Neither one of us are tech savvy. We're really good at what we do, but tech is new to us. So I'm going to include these 2 links at the bottom. And my suggestion is you continue to further your own research. And I do suggest you get this one and have it be in your cabinet. Okay, we'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.